Hello, everybody. This is Jason Fisher from timeandfreedom.com. I am really excited to share with everybody my story, what is happening in the industry right now, what the problems are, what the solution is if you're going to earn long-term residual income. I will tell you that no one has figured it out except right here. This will be the most profound information that you've ever heard in regards to the problems in the industry, but more importantly, more importantly, the solution if you're going to earn lifelong residual income. If you're looking for your last one instead of your next one, this will be the most profound information. This will be information that you've never heard of before. Even if you are an industry leader, you've been in the industry for many years, this is all going to be very common sense knowledge. And again, the solution being very common sense knowledge. The FTC is coming down hard on a lot of companies with hundreds of millions of dollars in lawsuits. They will be cleaning up the industry in the next 5 years, and we are going to dig into this and dig into the reason of why that's happening and the solution. So my story is I've been in the industry for 21 years, 11 years with one company. I had a team of 5,000 distributors. Don't know why they called them distributors. No one was distributing anything at the end. It dwindled down to 56 people. I made millions of dollars, but had nothing in the end, and I was not able to fulfill on my promises to a lot of people that I loved and cared about, that I would help them earn lifelong residual income. Now I have over 5,000 active customers. I've made over $5 million now in the business that I'm in. I've helped dozens of people earn six figures, and I have one of the top 30 businesses worldwide. Same jockey, different horse. 5,000 down to 56, now 5,000 active. Why? Because I've got real customers buying real products. They're not chasing the money game or the financial gain or promise of making money. They've got reasons to be a customer first and foremost. After that business fell apart, I researched why that happened and I figured it out. I looked at 43 companies as my next company, as my last company, and all I saw was the same thing with all of them, which was the 80-20 rule, which was the only people ordering the end were the 20 percenters. The only people that can make money were the 20 percenters. I really think it's the 95-5, where it's really the 5 percenters that stay active. And the industry stats dictate that, which we're going to talk about in the moment. Most companies in the United States and any one continent, not just the United States, have 5 to 15% of their sales volume in any one country, which dictates that there's no real long-term consumption of any multi-level marketing company's products ever since the history of this entire industry. So what are your thoughts? Here's what my thoughts are. The 80-20 rule applies to any industry. Take 10 doctors, 10 lawyers, 10 chiropractors, 2 are going to shine and 8 aren't going to do much. The same thing's going to happen in real estate office or an insurance broker's office. 8 aren't going to do much, while 2 are going to do something. In traditional sales, the 80 percenters produce very little, if anything at all. But here's where it gets very unique and very important in our industry, in the home-based business industry. In our type of business, we need the 80 percenters producing all the sales, not through production, but through consumption. The truth of the matter is that the 80 percenters are going to quit almost every home-based business they join, and when they quit, they stop ordering the products. There's no long-term residuals when customers quit. For the home-based business industry to work, it's all about numbers. Numbers equal orders, and orders equal residual income. And whoever has the most customers on the board ordering every single month will have the most residual income, period. See, in our industry, the 80 percenters who come in need to stay in if we're going to have true lifelong residual income. We need the 80 percenters consuming every single month, whether they have a financial gain or not. This is the problem with every company in the multi-level marketing industry. They don't have real customers buying real products that they really want, and more importantly, that they really need on a monthly basis. Here's proof that the multi-level marketing industry's numbers are bad. Like I mentioned, 5 to 15% of sales is in any one country, in any one continent. Let's look at what people would consider a successful MLM company. It's companies that have done at least $1 billion a year in sales in one single year. There's about 8 of them. And if you look at their sales volume, only 5 to 15% is coming from the United States or any other continent. And the other 85 to 95% is coming from worldwide sales, which proves and dictates that if there is no real customers buying long-term in any one country, in any one continent, how can we at all put the sentence or the word residual income to the business model if there's nobody long-term consuming any product in the marketplace of MLM long-term? How can we even attach the word residual income? The only residual income is for the company that creates the business model, because they have the residual income in all the countries. Once they have the 5 and the 10 and the 15 percenters all scorched, where that's the only ones buying in the end of any one country, chasing the money or the dream to make money, that's the only people consuming. How can me or you or anybody build a lifelong residual income if we only have 5 to 15% of people consuming long term? We can't. We need the 80s and the 90s and the 95 percenters consuming month in and month out if we're going to win. And we found that. We found that business model. But why does 5 and 15%, why are those the only ones active at the end of any multi-level marketing company in any one country? Why is there only 5 to 15% of sales? Because the products don't compete in the real marketplace against other leading products and services. Why do they not compete? Because there's multi-levels of distribution down to the end line consumer. It goes from outside manufacturer in many cases to the MLM company to the distributor to the customer. They're priced at 2 to 3 times higher than the real marketplace pricing and what it should be priced. And the reason why they're 2 to 3 times higher is so that they can pay out huge bonuses and commissions, so that the big leaders can point out to the crowd and say, if you can do it, we all can do it. And here's the thing. We all can't do it if we don't have real customers buying real products at the end. The MLM business model is this. You're asking people to buy products they never bought before at pricing that they never would pay before. They would never pay long-term for. And you're asking people to buy more per month than they would normally consume. That's the multi-level marketing business model. The FTC, Federal Trade Commission's problem is that the majority of the MLM sales volume comes from these 2 points and these 2 incentives from an MLM company. The initial entry-level purchase of the buy-in, whether it be $500, $1,000, or $1,500, like a lot of these new MLM companies, it's the initial buy-in. That's where the majority of the sales volume comes in. And it's a fictitious mandatory order and consumption of overpriced non-necessity products to stay qualified for your commissions every single month. Period, over and out. That is the problem that they have. Here's the FTC's new requirements. Real sales, not fake MLM sales. No more paying for recruiting. No more front loading. You're not even paid on the front loading anymore. No more requiring people to purchase monthly for their commissions. No more requiring people to have to buy every month in order to stay qualified. This is going to change the game across the whole industry. 95% of the MLM companies will not survive without the volume coming from the buy-ins and the fictitious monthly ordering every single month. The FTC's requirements model our business model that we are in today. We're the only company in compliance with 100% end-line consumption. The largest direct sales company in U.S. sales volume. We're not only the largest direct sales company in U.S. sales volume, but we're the fastest growing direct sales company in the United States. We're the fastest growing direct sales company internationally. First time ever in the history that a ground floor company is in its 31st year in business, and we are beating every startup company out there. It took us 19 years to reach $500 million in net growth. 8 years later, another $500 million in net growth. 4 years later, another $500 million in net growth. And this year and 4 months, a year and 4 months, we will have accomplished $500 million in net growth, which took us originally 19 years to do in the first place. We are growing faster than any startup company, any company out there right now, nationally and internationally, which is huge. Why? There's several reasons, but let's look at 4. And these are big ones. Number 1, we have 500 staple necessities. have to buy products, things that people have to use, have to reuse, have to reorder every single month, month after month. There's no new buying habits. You're not introducing a new budget into someone's life. 500 plus staple necessity products. Again, things that you've got to buy. You're not creating a new need in the marketplace for potion, lotions, diet pills, the new sizzle, the new shiny coin. That is why the industry falls apart, is they don't have real products that people really want and really want to buy. Here's point number 2. Products that compete on price. Your products have to be Walmart or below pricing. If they're not, you're not going to retain customers. The only customers that you're going to retain in an MLM, if the products are not priced correctly, are the ones that are chasing the financial incentive to make money or the promise of making money or to stay qualified for the little bit of commissions that they might be earning. If you do not have necessity products for all products, not just necessities, not just consumables, not just vitamins, everyday things that you've got to buy for your home, everything outside of paper goods and foods for the fridge. It's got to have everything. But then again, they've got to be priced correctly. They've got to be priced Walmart or below pricing. Otherwise, you will not keep those customers buying unless there's a financial gain. You want customers buying because it makes sense to put their hard-earned money in that store every month, because it doesn't make sense to go back to a regular store and buy inferior products and spend more money. Period, over and out. It's simple economics. It's simple business. The third reason, we're green, more natural. Green movement is the next multi-billion-dollar industry. The problem with going green, more natural, is it's more expensive. When you can go green, more natural, and the products literally be Walmart or below pricing, in a lot of cases 30 to 50% below grocery store pricing, you've got a home run. You're going to score. Necessity products, have to buy products that are compete on price, below Walmart pricing, more natural, more green, which usually means more expensive, less. And here's number 4, low monthly partnership. The industry average is $120 to $200 to $300 a month to stay qualified in order for your commissions, bonuses, or even to buy at wholesale. With limited products that are so expensive, 2 to 3 times the price that they should be. Why not have the necessities, price them below, have them more natural and green, and have the partnership 2 to 3 times the average industry partnership, have it be 50 to 60 bucks and things that you've got to buy, have to use, and have to reorder. Have the partnership be so that even if you're a single person in the home, not even if you have a family, that you could even be a customer. Because we're all brushing our teeth, taking a bath, putting on deodorant, cleaning our clothes, taking baths, taking showers, eating cookies, crackers, and cereals, maybe even drinking some coffee once in a while. Make the low monthly partnership something that everyone can do, something that all the 80s can do, all the 95%ers can do. Keep everybody active on the board. Have overwhelming reason for people to be a customer first and foremost. That's why we right now are growing at the rate that we are. Unlike a typical MLM company that has 5 to 15% of its sales in any one marketplace, we have 60% of our sales in our own backyard. 60%, where there's not even a close second place. That's how strong we are. If you are interested in finding out the only business model that has ever created lifelong residual income that you and your family, that you could will, that is growing like a weed in its 31st year, where networkers are coming over in the masses, and I guess we can put that as point number 5, because we have the most aggressive compensation plan that's based on customer acquisition, and that income that we're being able to pay out is coming from the residual consumption of customers, not the buy-ins of investors joining, which is usually how the money moves when it comes to bonuses that MLMs pay out. It comes from the investors joining in at the bottom, and then that paying out bonuses. We're paying out huge bonuses, the most aggressive compensation plan from the end line consumer, consuming month in and month out, because we've got customers that have been buying for decades after decades after decades after decades. And that is why we're having the success that we're having right now. I want you to know that we would like to schedule a call with you so that you really could understand the business model we picked and the opportunity to work with us. Just a little bit about my story. You know, I mean, I've seen checks of up to $264,000 for a month in a month's time. I've seen that. And you can see the residuals is up to $13,000, 14, 15,000 a month, whether I work or not. That's going to be coming in month after month because I built something strong. I've averaged about $40,000 a month, but it's nice to know that you can fall back on 13, 14, 15,000 a month in residual income. No company has been offering residual income. It's all bonuses. It's all people coming in at the bottom, and there's no real consumption. But when you can base your income on consumption, that's huge. Like I said, I've seen over 264,000 for the month in a single month. I've never seen a company pay out bonuses like this before. I've seen checks for 68,000. I've made millions of dollars already. I'm over a $2 million earner. I bought a 218-foot beautiful bayfront home here in Long Island, New York. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is my backyard. My life has changed. And I just want everyone to understand that if you're looking for your last one, if you're looking for a home, if you're looking for something that you can do one more time and that's it, you found a home. I promise you that. What I would suggest for you right now is on this page, schedule an appointment with myself or my business partner, Eric. Let's get your questions answered. Let's get more into depth with our business model, share with you the product, share with you the compensation plan. Thanks for spending some time with me today. We can't wait to work with you, and we really, really are excited to share this information with you. Have a wonderful day.